So today we're going to talk about liquid cooled mining, or how to take your hash rate global. I think that a lot of people, when they're looking at what mining technology is going to be like in the future, one of the things that stops them from going further is not knowing the options that are out there and not knowing how to deploy those options. So at Bitmain, our solution, or what we think the future of mining is like, is liquid cooled miners and a place to put the miners, or liquid cooled data centers. These are our ANTSPACE containers. If you guys are interested in seeing a new version of our ANTSPACE container, we actually have one outside at our booth in Mining Disrupt. These have gone through multiple iterations. So the one that we have here today is actually in the shape of a shipping container. Originally, if you see old pictures, there are these double stacked metal containers, and those are a pain to ship. You're actually paying double for the shipping. So these are changing and evolving as we go along. And what I want to get across with this image is that you see the hydro miners that we're talking about today, but they didn't just come out of nowhere. Hydro miners have been around for years, and if you actually go on YouTube, you can see people with hydro miners sitting on a desk talking about them. I don't know exactly where they got them, but our latest model, the S19 XP Hydro, now has 255 terahash. So we've come a long way from the start. But it's all good to talk about why you would want to go into new mining technology. But it's better to but it's important to understand the reasons. So I think that the number one reason is uptime. A lot of times with traditional air-cooled mining, you have a hash rate that looks like this, but with hydro mining, it's stable. I didn't put the picture up here, but you have the ability to control the environment for the miners much better. So you're basically in your own little world. As long as you have water, you're able to keep it stable. And the other thing is, if you have neighbors and you're worried about the noise, hydro mining is less noisy, so you're going to get less complaints. And also, if you're worried about space, you can fit a bigger data center in a smaller footprint. So I think that these are all points that are important if you're looking to start your own data center. And then, obviously, you're going to need a place to put your miners. And this is our ANTSPACE container. If you get a chance, you'll get to see what it looks like outside. And I encourage you all to take a look and to check it out. But there's a reason why I think that hydro-cooled mining really is the way to go. And one of the reasons is because of the energy footprint. So when you're looking at some of the other options, which I acknowledge are very popular in the US, especially in places like Texas where it's hot, you're using industrial chillers. Those are taking up part of your energy footprint. If you're using passive cooling, you're going to be using a lot less energy, and you're going to have that much more energy to use for your actual mining. So I think that in places where this is a viable solution, it's a good thing to think about. And remember, this is all flexible. So if you want to use a chiller in the future, you still can. And another thing that we don't often talk about, but I think is something that we're really going to be seeing a lot more of in the industry right now, is automation. A lot of mining farms are starting to automate the fans, starting to automate every part of their operation because they want to be able to control their hash rate and see it in real time. And with ANTSPACE, that's already built in. As a manufacturer, we have the ability to integrate our software and with our hardware. And this is allowing you to have a lot more information. And personally, I think if you guys are interested in ANTSPACE and get involved early, it would be great because you can give us feedback on our software. If there's a feature that you'd like to see, I'd like to know about it. Okay, and I'm sure we're all part of the same industry, so I'm sure everyone's under an incredible amount of NDAs. But these are pictures of what can happen with air-cooled mining. So if you're out in West Texas, I'm sure you've seen sandstorms and all of the things that can get into your miners. It's not pretty. Mining machines are the warriors in the computing servers of the world. So bugs, I've seen bugs in miners. I've seen rain getting in. Lots of stuff can happen. But if your miners are protected and you don't have to have airflow coming through your containers, it's a big benefit. So today we're just going to go over a quick overview, but I think that the thing that's stopping a lot of people from looking into new technologies is having access to information. As part of Bitmain, I would like to do a better job of giving you that information. If you're somebody who needs technical data, if you have questions on the specifications, if you want to see a one-line diagram, if you want to know the flow rates, if you want to know what kind of water quality you need for these containers, I would encourage you to get in contact with me. And we have a lot of information available. I just don't always think it's easy to find. So as you can see, we have an operations and maintenance manual. This will guide you through everything that you need to do to operate these containers. It's not that hard to put them together. So as long as you take a look through this, you should be able to figure it out. We also have installation manuals. Now, for the manuals, eventually we want to do it sort of like an IKEA-style catalog. You know, IKEA is great. You just look at the picture and put it together. And it's still pretty simple, but we're working on it. But if anyone in the audience wants these documents or wants to learn more about our hydro systems, I encourage you to get in contact, because we can even help you with how to lay out your mining farms. And it's cool because you don't need that much space with these containers. You only need about 6 feet between every container. And if you're wondering what it looks like when your order arrives, this is the container that we shipped here to Mining Disrupt. It comes inside. In that case that you see inside are all the tubing and the parts that you're going to need to set it up. So it's a pretty neat package. And yeah, if you're interested in more information, I would like you to feel free to add my Telegram, and I can send you all the docs. And I would love to connect you with our product managers and our tech team and everyone in our company. I think that if you look at hydro as a solution, you're going to see that hydro has a lot of benefits over the other solutions that you're looking at right now. We're a big company, and we've done our research, and it's unlikely that we didn't look at other solutions before we put this out. So I think that this is an easier way to get started in the future of mining, to concentrate your hash rate and to have better, more stable hash rate. And in case anybody's wondering, if you ever see locks on an ANTSPACE container or a hydro container, the code is 0000, four zeros. I think it's okay to say that. But if you order one, you're going to want to know that. Okay. Everyone, thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here at Mind Disrupt, and I hope to see you all in the future.